All right, today we're going to bring an AV access system. This is KVM switch. Now, this one's a really awesome, very durable, very hard cover that we have. It's a little weight, it has this weight, but it's very powerful. I want to take a look at some of the features from the front and the back. First, we're going to start from the actual back. All right, let's go ahead and do that. We're going to test out two different laptops and two different monitors on the system, what you can do with this. So, first of all, monitor one is A and B. There's two monitors in here. So like I said, monitor A and B, that will be your display ports, all right? This system right here is very unique. So this is where you actually plug in your laptop, all right? And then a USB too. So USB meaning that you're going to be able to share the keyboard and mouse between these two. So this section's for one laptop and this section's for the other laptop, all right? Now this is a power. It comes with a power. It's a 12 volts, if you guys can see. And it comes with plenty of accessories and HDMI cables. They also included with it. So this is a larger cable, if you guys can see, of a USB, and this is going to be to control the actual module, which is going to be your keyboard and mouse, like I said, and transfer from monitor to monitor. So let's take a look at the actual front of it. Right on front of it, you got your actual power, your KVM switch, and also your USB mode, right? If you just want to use USB instead of just a display, and you can switch right here from monitor 1 to monitor 2, and then you have your keyboard here. You connect and other additional stuff. Your keyboard, monitor. Also, you could connect even cameras and share the same camera on both systems. In the front, 3.5 jacks. All right, you got two of them. You got your audio, and then you got your headphones. All right. That's pretty much it. All right, first of all, we are going to use the USBs. All right, so we're going to take a look at the KVM switch. Now, I have two HDMIs going to this card here, and then I got two HDMIs going to this card here. I do have extended ports because these are smaller machines. This is a Surface, and this is a Dell Slim XPI, I think, XP1, I believe it is. Something smaller. So it doesn't only have HDMI connections. That's all we have. That's all we need. So let's go ahead and connect them both, and we're going to crank this up, power it up. So like I said, we have USBs to each machine, going to each machine, to also two HDMIs, two HDMIs for each monitor, right? One goes there, one goes there. I'm going to turn it on, and when we turn it on, it's going to cycle itself. It takes about a bit. One of them is going to pick up first, and I'm not quite sure which one it is, so we're going to find out which one. It's doing a cycle. One came up. This one came up here, if you guys can see that. So the other one, this one actually came to this one along with the keyboard mouse. All right. So we have it here. We're sharing this one. All right. Now, this individual machine goes to these two monitors. But if I ever want to share this one to have two, all you got to do is hit this button here. It goes into two. Now, this is going to send over to the two machines, to two systems, right? So it's an extension, if you guys can see it, and the mouse, of course, mouse and keyboard are working. So we got the mouse and everything going over to the system. Now, if you want to have individual machines to have their own, you can do that here also too by switching the modes, USB only. It's going to switch it over. And what's going to do, it's going to cycle itself. That's a monitor is going there. And then I believe this one's going to have to go here in a bit right now. And it takes about a couple minutes, a couple seconds, right? And there we have it. And we do have a mouse working over on this one right now, which is the extension to that one. If I want, I could rotate this one to this one. So I could ever have this one into the right monitor, it would be there. So this machine cycles through the whole system. Now they could share the audio, video cameras. They could share headphones. And right now, we're going to extend it. I'm going to extend one of the monitors to have both systems on. So I'm going to extend it by going where it says, right here where it says KVM, all right, or USB. So we're doing KVM, and that's what we're going to do. So we're going to expand one of the monitors, which is going to be this one. And this one's going to have two. So it's three monitors right now, 1, 2, and 3. And if we go into settings here, let me go to settings. Display settings, and on display settings, it's going to pop them up right now. You can see it right now. We are sharing these two monitors, so this is one half, and if I want this one over on that side, we can do that. And then we could identify 1, 3. So I could always put 3 in here and apply it. So it's going to swap it over, all right? And we have it. If we identify again, this is going to be 3, and the 2 halves is going to be here. So we can do that. That's an option we have with the KVM. So you could have 2 different machines using the same monitors, 2 monitors. If you can see, then we're going to go back again to this one by hitting the button here. It turns over to this one. Now this one's going to send the actual information to this monitor and this monitor. And also you're able to share mouse and keyboard, of course. And you could add other optional stuff if you want. Like I said, video camera, everything that these 2 are sharing are both going to be sharing too. So this is the actual switch. You are going to need 2 HDMIs coming out of one system, 2 HDMIs on the other one, if you want to be able to share 2 monitors at the same time. So it's a lot of cables, but if you have this on your background and you have 2 different computers and you need the power of 2 monitors all the time, this is something that you can work with. If not, you could have each one have their own display by switching to the USBs only, to share the USBs only. Very simple to put together. It took me a while, but it's because I don't have the proper connections on these 2 laptops. It'll work best on a desktop, to be honest with you, because HDMI connections run better through a desktop. It not only any extension ports or docking stations to run this stuff, but because we're doing a demo with the smaller machines, we're demonstrating how it works. So I hope you guys enjoy the video.